Hello, everybody. Let's get started today for June 20th, 2022 for our weekly town hall meeting. Today's agenda is projects and development updates, marketing updates, and Q&A. There'll be no collaboration update today. It'll be reviewed next week, though. Robinson, can you please start us off with projects and development updates, please?
Update starts with the process improvements. The first item, the ELK, that still remains the same with no update. And on the Bitcoin deposit at Witro, the contented marketing team is there about to publish this. So this second item will be out of our to-do list from next week. On the Dex UI, we have the production version remains the same, 0.7.8. On the QA version, we have a small release with some of the fixes. This version is under QA. This is a 0.79. We are also planning another release hopefully today or tomorrow, which will have the new features for the wakeboard. Okay, this is our current progress. So we have few on the right side. We have the milestone status and the number of items closed, etc., and charts. So there is a mistake in the slide. I had overwritten previous week's data with the current week's data, but the data belongs to the current week. So we have 9 items in testing and 5 items in review. We also have one major feature in progress. This has multiple one feature in progress. So this is weight vault integration. On the next, we have the same version available for QA, which is this is the same as previous week. Major focus has been on the Web3 wallet, so that's going well. We also have a usability review. So we'll try to have this review done this week. I was trying to get this review done after we have a product manager available, but we may have to do this without the product manager being available. So mostly we'll have the usability review done this week itself. Charts and progress report is here. So this is about Whalebot. I have already touched upon this in the previous, with respect to previous 2 projects. So our plan is to do a preview release for Dex UI this week. This seems to be working fairly well in our test environment. So we're planning to release the integration to the QA, and hopefully in another 2 weeks. So we'll have those available in production. I think it's quite ready for production. Couldn't figure out. I was testing it on 3 different OSs, so there were no major issues as such. So I think this will go without hiccups, and we'll have this delivered by early July. Dexport. We're on Dexport. Our current focus is just getting the installers for macOS working. So the Windows installer is working really good. It's just an executable as opposed to an installer, and it's working fairly fine. Linux installer, I need to test it. So since I am testing it, I've not managed to test it yet, but it should be working fine. On the macOS installer, we had some challenges. So we are trying another bundling tool called Platypus. That's in progress. I've just received the new installer for macOS, and hopefully this week I'll test that, and we'll have a new release with these two, both the Linux and macOS issues sorted out by next week. And this is currently 100% usable on Windows. This is our major item, the blockchain updates. So we have been having challenges with respect to a witness scheduler improvement that we have brought in. And in addition to the witness scheduler changes, we were also working with some of the replay fixes. Those items are fixed, and this is working fine on the mainnet. When we sync with the mainnet and everything, it's working fine. But at the last step, we were trying to sync with one of our internal development testnets, where we have a peculiar race condition. So what has happened is, when the DevOps did an upgrade of this development testnet, there was a delay of 1 day. Essentially, there was a gap of 1 day, and the newly improved witness scheduler is having issues around that. So we're now looking into this one item. So we may not have any issues on the mainnet. We're just trying to be very careful, because this change or this improvement touches upon the core blockchain witness scheduler algorithm. So we were planning to do this release this week, like today or tomorrow. But I think the release will get postponed at least by a few more days, mostly to end of the week, because we need to iron out this one last scenario that we have come across. On other development update, we have Ethereum Suns on progress. Another major update which is coming in is related to the Bitcoin nodes, how Bitcoin Suns is handling the Bitcoin nodes. So that is also find out. This may not, these two features will not get into the currently, but those items are also ironed out. So here is our charts. And we have, so our current sprints, the blockchain sprints are of 2 weeks. We are considering increasing the duration to 1 month because even though we're making a lot of progress, the charts are not looking very healthy, and the progress says it's just 2 weeks, 33% complete. So we may extend the duration to 30 days as opposed to the 15 days milestones or sprints that we have. So here also the last the column I had made some mistakes in the column, but the stats are current. So we have three new features completed. So this includes smaller items like having a new CLI valid command, a curl command for querying the version. So that is why we have three features, and other features include Ethereum Suns related features. These are like smaller features as opposed to big features like Suns. And we have two features in testing. There are four bug fixes, and we have 10 new items raised as well. Trade hands. So here the major action item for last week was we were exploring the metadata object, and there was multiple meetings and discussions around this. So that's in progress. In addition to that, we also have the UI screens in progress. Our charts are here, and we have three items post, but these are not related to code. That's why we don't have any MRs in closed or merged status. On Express NFT, the status remains the same. We have been cleaning up the milestones and also reviewing the existing items in review. So once these items in review are completed, we'll have a demo and a video out there for Express NFT. On the Python Peerplays library, in addition to the performance testing, we're also embarking porting of the DEX features from BitShares to Python, BitShares to Peerplays. So currently what's happening is the Python library is not having the DEX related features. For projects like DEXport, we are using a version of Python from Python BitShares. Not Python, Python BitShares version is being used instead of Python Peerplays. So we are porting those functionalities so that we have our own full and complete library. Okay, this is about Bookie Pro and related softwares. So we have Bose up and running, and it's connected to Irona. Bookie Sports is upgraded, not a full upgrade, but we have updated dates and everything to support the current sports calendar. So 2022 was added to Bookie Sports. And we also have Couch Potato up and running. I have a screenshot here. The screenshot belongs to Couch Potato. So this is a component of Bose. This is Bose Mint. I've hidden the URL too, so that the software is not supposed to be running in public. So that's why the URL is hidden. So what happens here is once you upgrade Bookie Sports, you can see the latest item here. Now what we've done here is instead of updating soccer, ice hockey, or baseball, we have added a new sports item, cricket, just like a test item. That is why the events are actually coming from English Premier League, which is not cricket but soccer. But anyway, Bookie Sports is upgraded with these details, and we are also managed to add one additional sports item here in addition to soccer and other items which we had previously. And now once we have Bookie Pro also successfully up and running on Irona testnet, we'll be able to demonstrate end-to-end functionality. That is, one can update sports schedules on Couch Potato, and that will send a feed via Bose to Irona, and people can put bets using Bookie Pro. So once we have Bookie Pro is also completed, we'll have the end-to-end flow of that. That's all from the development team. Thank you.
Thank you, Robinson. Michael, start us off with marketing updates, please.
Hello, everybody, and happy Monday. Marketing updates for this week. The SWAT project, stage 2, is underway, finalizing everything with Jonathan, and then the Forms will go out to the team for their input this week. And then we've got the rewrite of new witnesses documentation for clarity and ease of use that's ongoing. And we're approaching the final stages. I believe one video is done and we're working on the next one. Employer branding project that we're doing, the employee focus that was talked about last week. We're working on the format and the structure, the questions that will be involved in who we're focusing on. Alec and I also discussed an employee recognition type thing that we are going to explore. It's in its very infancy right now, but it's something that we are thinking of doing as part of the employee branding for recognizing some of the good work that does happen with the employers. The Bitcoin funds deposit and withdrawal article, as Bobinson mentioned, is complete and will get posted this week. There's a Whale Vault announcement article that is nearing completion and will be probably posted this week as well. We have ongoing 3D graphic work for the peerplays.com website to update the site pages and just make it more engaging and appealing and more in line with blockchain technology and stuff that we're doing. And we're also starting and creating a series of did you know graphic posts that are going to be kind of like infographics talking about different projects that are going on, different things about Peerplays in general, just like did you know Bookie does this? Did you know that Peerplays does this? Like that sort of thing. Just going to be quick little graphical posts that will be going out, and we've just started the process for that one as well. So that's the updates for the content. I can toss it over to Salah for the performance.
In terms of performance for the last week, we see a bit of decline on users due to we have paused the campaigns that were running for both the career page and the witnesses. But in the other side, the bounce rate and the average visit duration for customers is growing positive, which is good. That the users stay longer and the content and user experience is better. In terms of the main pages, like last week is the career pages and also the contact us, which is a good indication that people like trying to contact Peerplays. But those are the main the pages that bring traffic organically and also from the campaigns. In terms of social media performance for the last week, we had a better engagement and audience for YouTube. However, and Twitter also with the new threads that we keep posting, and also in terms of LinkedIn, we are growing in terms of the audience. However, we are working on the engagement for all social media with the new methods for YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook as well. So this is a general performance summary for the last week for Peerplays. Thank you.
Thank you, Salah and Michael. Okay, with no collaboration update today, that will be next week. Is there any questions, comments, or thoughts? That ends off today's town hall meeting for June 20th, 2022. We will see you all next week. Thank you.